Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Sunday, August 18th, 2024. The sun today is at 26, moving to 27 degrees of grand and glorious fire sign Leo. We've got a little bit of the gold still in the tie-dyed outfit here for Leo. And the moon is moving through, you might have guessed, the rebellious for its own sake air sign of Aquarius. Aquarius. Yes, we always wear the tie-dye when the moon is in Aquarius. Well, it is doubly potent today because, of course, tomorrow is the full moon in late Aquarius, and we have a number of other very Uranian and Aquarian things going on today. The first of which is that Mercury, the planet of communication, which is sitting at 27 degrees of Leo right now, conjoining the sun this evening, is, as of early this morning, in a hard square 90-degree angle to Uranus, which is Aquarius's ruling planet, at 27 degrees of Taurus. Translated, Mercury square Uranus is thinking outside the box. Anything can happen. Our minds can be going anywhere in the world, and a few breakdowns as well, so you just don't want to become, really too far out, but this is pretty much a far out sort of day, so if you are thinking unconventional thoughts, this is the day for it. Okay, but nothing happens other than that pre-dawn aspect until this evening. That means the moon is moving through mid-Aquarius completely unaspected. So it is one of those anything can happen sorts of days, but generally for the best. Why? Because the Aquarian energy is actually positive today. Now, come evening, we find that the sun is conjoined to Mercury retrograde at 27 degrees of Leo. And what that means is, Mercury is said to be under the beams, which is to say occulted or hidden by the sun. Traditionally, that means that we sort of have to rethink a lot of things, but this is actually a good aspect for going deep inside of yourself and pulling out what you really are thinking rather than just what you think you think. That occurs at 6:58 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:58 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 2:58 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. After that, the moon makes an awkward angle to Venus, which is at 17 degrees of Virgo. We'll get to Venus in a minute. The moon makes a harmonious trine, a nice swing angle. Shortly after that to Jupiter, planet of good fortune and expansion at 17 degrees of Gemini. So the moon trine Gemini is a very self-indulgent, wonderful, and spiritually uplifting kind of energy. That occurs at 7:22 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10:22 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 3:22 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then shortly after that comes Venus, which we just mentioned, at 17 degrees of Virgo, making a hard square 90-degree angle to Jupiter, the planet of good fortune and expansion. And that is sweet, sweet, sweet. And maybe even a little self-indulgent. So if you feel like going out and getting that dessert, there's nothing stopping you tonight. And that dessert can be almost anything if you know what I mean. That occurs exactly at 10:53 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 1:53 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 6:53 a.m. tomorrow Greenwich Mean Time. The final aspect tonight is almost overnight, and that is the moon in a harmonious trine, flowing angle to Mars, the planet of energy, at 19 degrees of Gemini, at 11:08 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 2:08 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 7:08 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. This is a sweet day. So we've got not only the tie-dye, but we've also got our Summer of Love shirt on here today. So this is one of those days where it is appropriate to say, peace and love, peace and love. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, and on the anniversary of Woodstock as well, so even triply appropriate today. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, which is starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, and there are a lot of reasons to do so, no matter what.